Hello again, everybody. Zack Attack is here with my Atakline for Monday, July 22nd, 2013. Let's kick off with first things first. Me, DJ Zack Attack. I had two gigs over the weekend, one on Friday and one on Saturday. First, my gig on Friday was a special needs dance. It was the last special needs dance until September. We are taking August off. And I'm glad we're taking August off, because the last couple special needs dances, June and July, have not been the best for me. You know, March, April, and May were great shows. May was awesome. June started to fall off a bit. Special needs at the Washington Senior Center. People started to leave early in the show. And last Friday, it was hot and stormy. Whatever the reason, whether it was hot weather, rainy weather, or people on vacation, it was the lowest attended special needs dance in a long time. Only about 20 people showed up. About 25, 30 people. It was very empty. I think it's the most empty it's been, since February. I think February and December were mostly empty shows. But it was okay. The people who were there, despite being so little, they did have a good time, though. They did the line dances, but there wasn't as many as I thought there would be. And I think the theme had something to do with it, too. It was just summer fun. There was no specific dress you needed to do. It was just summer fun. So I think maybe the theme may have something to do with it. But the next theme in September, it was my idea. Rock Stars, which should be a great show to come back in September. And at that special needs dance on Friday, I had another gig on Saturday, like I mentioned, which was my last grad party of the season that I DJ'd. And I've done, I think, about 6 or 7 grad parties this year. And last year I did like a bunch of grad parties, and 3 of them were just excellent. And I like my shows to be dancey. I like people when they're drunk, or people who aren't drunk but like to dance a lot, like the kids. And that's what grad parties are mostly. What makes a good grad party to me is when the adults are drunk and like to dance, and when there's a lot of teenagers around and they like to dance too. Unfortunately, none of those two things clicked at my last grad party, which was for a girl named Jessie. Now, despite the dancing not clicking, people still had a good time nonetheless. Like the first 3 hours or so, we were just trying to find our groove. Trying to find the right mood, the right vibe for this crowd. We were like trying for 3 or 4 hours. There's not a lot of people there. We were like in my mind, we were booked to play about 4 hours, 3 to 7, and a quarter to 7, we felt the party was dead. It wasn't gonna get any better. But then we were asked to play till 9, and actually that last hour, when we decided to play after 7, the 8 o'clock hour was the best hour. Like 7:30 to 8, the last hour and a half was like, we found the right vibe of rock and country. People were just digging the vibe. There was not a lot of dancing. We tried the cha-cha. We tried the wobble even. Those got requested, but unfortunately, every time we tried them, it didn't work. They're not in the right mood to dance. So there wasn't any dancing that night. But it was still a decent show for being a non-dancing grad party to me. We did 7 grad parties. There was one awesome grad party. There was Austin Danger's party at Liberty Woods, which was amazing. That was a drunken ass party there. Then 2 decent shows, Jesse's show and a show for a boy named Tyler we did in June, which was all Christians, but I actually enjoyed it. And then the rest were mostly hit and miss for me. Some had everybody had its moments. The other 4 had their moments, but not enough to be memorable to me. But it was still okay shows, grad parties. And I think everybody who I DJ'd for grad parties, and now I resume my tour. I get a few days off. Tomorrow, I'm probably not gonna make an Atakline anymore, because I'm gonna be at the Bad Company Leonard Skinner concert tomorrow night. I've seen Skinner before, but I'm looking forward to seeing Bad Company. Should be an awesome show tomorrow night. And after that, I got a gig I only have one gig this week. My last gig of the month, which is on Saturday. It'll be an 80th birthday party for a mother-in-law of one of my favorite customers, Mary Moellen. It's her husband's mother. It's going to be at Sterling Lanes, a bowling alley. Yeah, they have a reception hall at a bowling alley. I haven't done a bowling alley show in about a couple years, so I can't wait for that on Saturday. Now, on with the entertainment news of the day, starting with your new #1 movie. After a couple weeks of dominance by piece of shit animated movies, in my opinion, I'm not a big fan of animated movies, unless it's Toy Story 3. That's the only exception. After dominance by Monsters University and Despicable Me 2, we finally have a non-animated movie be number one. The bad news is it's a horror movie. The Conjuring debuted at number one with a big opening of 41 million. And a lot of movies tanked big time, including another animated movie, Turbo, coming in with a measly 21 million. Despicable Me still hanging on in second place, while two other big live-action movies, mostly based on action thrillers, Wed 2 and R.I.P.D. Rest in Peace Department, bombed in the box office, with Wed 2 only making 18 million and R.I.P.D. making only 12 million. So it's a bad weekend for those two movies. So there you go. You know number one movie? It's of course The Conjuring, that whole movie. God, I haven't seen commercials for it. Doesn't that movie look fucking stupid to me? Looks stupid to me. Doesn't it look stupid to you? So there you go. Now, we continue entertainment news with Double the Baby News. First off, the highly publicized baby birth of Kate Middleton. Of course, the wife of Prince William. Of course, it's been, I think it's been like front page news for the last couple of weeks that Kate's, close to being in labor, that the baby bump's getting close. It's been publicized in a lot of publications, magazines, and all that. And today, she was, I woke up this afternoon about, let's take it up at 1:30. I woke up this afternoon and news was that she was in labor. That she was in labor when I woke up. And a couple hours ago, maybe like an hour or so ago, U.S. time, probably later, UK time, that Kate finally gave birth to a baby boy at St. Mary's Hospital in London. A royal aide announced the good news with a proclamation signed by the doctors who delivered the wee Prince of Cambridge, as they say. Kensington Palace announced the couple's firstborn weighed at 8 pounds and 6 ounces and arrived at 4:24 local time. In London time. I don't know what time it is, our time, but still, you can probably figure it out yourself. A spokesman said that the Queen and Duke of Edinburgh are delighted by the news, and there is no word on the name yet. The name is not revealed yet. They haven't revealed the name of the baby yet, but we'll probably find it out soon enough. I bet you'll be on every newspaper because I bet you all the press is going to pay big bucks to be the first magazine to get a photo of Prince William and Katie's baby. So it should be a bidding war there. Well, royalty gets a baby, so does a country lady. Of course, the lady in Lady Antebellum, Hillary Scott, finally gave birth to her baby today as well. In about, I think it was like 3 o'clock Central Time, because it's at Nashville. Hillary, along with her husband, finally gave birth to their baby, Isley. It's spelled weird. Isley, that's E-I-S-E-L-E, but it's pronounced Isley. A. Tyrell, that's her husband Chris's last name. They took the middle name in the first name, named after both Chris and Hillary's grandmothers, with Hillary tweeting the news of the birth, saying that she's here and we are in heaven. Isley K, our beautiful angel, happy birthday. She is absolutely gorgeous, Hillary has told people in a separate statement. I think it's, like I said, around 3 o'clock they gave birth Nashville time. So congrats to both Hillary and Katie on having babies. Hillary with a baby girl, whose name's Isley, and Princess Katie, giving birth to a baby boy whose name is yet to be determined. Yet to be revealed. Now, all news I didn't get to make last week because I didn't make an Atakline all last week. Well, after Monday. I made one Wednesday, but I didn't make one Thursday. To announce the Emmy nominations. The primetime Emmy nominations were announced on Thursday. Big nods, leading it up, American Horror Story, dominating with 17 nominations, including Best TV Miniseries or Made-for-TV Movie. Along with acting nods for everybody in that American Horror Story miniseries. And of course, some surprising nods for Netflix. Netflix proves that streaming TV, like Netflix has TV shows on their subscription service, including The Return of Arrested Development. And it proved that Netflix can be as good delivering good TV shows as the networks do, as Kevin Spacey got a nomination for Best Lead Actor in a Drama Series for his Netflix series, House of Cards. Taking on, of course, a lot of big men, including John Hamm, Bryan Cranston, of course, Breaking Bad, and a lot of other shows. And there were some surprises and snubs as usual, as Kerry Washington got nominated for her show Scandal. And of course, top series, of course, as usual in the drama categories. We have, of course, the big time nominees of like Mad Men, and of course, last year's big winner for Emmy for Best Comedy Drama Series, Homeland. And the comedy series, of course, dominated as usual by my favorite show, Modern Family, getting, of course, a nomination yet again for Best Comedy Series. But after losing the Golden Globe back in January to Girls, which is nominated for Best Comedy Series, along with Louis C.K.'s show, and Big Bang Theory. God, I don't like that show. Big Bang Theory's #1 comedy? Modern is, in my opinion. 30 Rock, last nomination because it got canceled. And it's nominated for Best Comedy Series. Now, Modern Family, maybe people say that it got stale in the 4th season. I thought the first half of season 4 was a little on the upside. I think they finally found the groove in the second half. I think Emmy voters have proven that Modern may have gotten stale and the characters are getting old, as Eric Stonestreet did not get nominated for Best Supporting Actor. He's won it the last 2 out of the last 3 years. Winning it in 2010 and winning it last year. But his other co-stars, male co-stars, Ty Burrell, who won it 2 years ago, along with Ed O'Neill and Jesse Tyler Ferguson, are all nominated for that award. And of course, Sophia and Julie, last year's winner. Last 2 years, Julie Bowen was nominated for Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series. Both got nods for that, as usual. Of course, other big snobs included Big Bang Theory guy Jim Parsons not being nominated for Best Lead Actor, and John Pryor not being nominated for Best Supporting Actor. And of course, a big snob in the creative arts category, the non-competition reality show Duck Dynasty didn't get nominated. It's the #1 show on TV, yet it didn't get nominated for Best Reality Non-Competition Show. And AI got snubbed for Best Reality Competition, and it deserved it. AI is dead in my mind. Of course, Amazing Race is nominated in that category. This is the 10th time they announced the winner for the Best Reality Competition Show, and Amazing Race has won 10 times. So, it could be going on 10 times if it wins again, which it probably will this year. Of course, the ceremony will air on September 22nd on, I think it's on NBC or CBS. I think it's hosted by Neil Patrick Harris, that's all I know. Of course, we'll be on at 8 on that night, so you're ready to see who wins the big awards on the day of September 22nd. Now, with my WWE Raw preview tonight, I'm here to tape in 2 Raws. Taping one tonight, that's live. Then taping next week's tomorrow, because they're going on tour in Africa and Australia, so they want to tape them in advance. But this one will be live, next week will be taped. So, should be an interesting one tonight. Top 5 questions that must be answered tonight. Question number 5. What will go down tonight between Biggie Langston, Dolph Ziggler, and AJ? Now, like I mentioned on my Raw review last week, Dolph Ziggler's face turn was finally complete last week as he got screwed yet again by AJ for the second time in less than 24 hours at Money in the Bank. It was AJ who kind of screwed Ziggler when he gained the world title by attacking Del Rio with the Divas title bout with the referee watching. And of course, we saw on Monday in a non-title match, Dolph Ziggler got distracted yet again by AJ, this time seeing AJ ring the bell as the match was still going on, as Dolph was ready to get the pin following a famouser. And after Dolph got in AJ's face after the match, AJ slapped him, which led to the big swerve of them turning on, of both AJ and Big E turning on Dolph, as Dolph got big-ended by Big E. I predicted that one of 2 matches could take place at SummerSlam. Either Dolph against Big E, Dolph against Ziggler, or Dolph against Del Rio, or Dolph, Del Rio, and Big E in a triple threat for the world title. So we'll see what kind of plan will WWE do. Will they continue Ziggler's feud against Del Rio, or integrate it with his ongoing feud with Big E, or just focus on the feud with Big E? So we'll see what direction WWE goes with tonight with Dolph Ziggler. to start a possible program for SummerSlam. Speaking of people like restarting programs in feuds for SummerSlam, question number 4. What will happen when the Big Show returns tonight? Now, Big Show's been out for a few months. He's been out on break. I think he hasn't wrestled, if I'm correct, he hasn't wrestled since WrestleMania. No, I think it, no, I think Extreme Rules, that's it. He hasn't wrestled since May, Extreme Rules. He took a few weeks off. He was on the pre-shows of WWE.com before the pay-per-views, and now Big Show is set to return tonight in ring action. So we'll see who gets the feud with Big Show, especially if he wants to feud with anybody for SummerSlam. Speaking of SummerSlam, question number 3, will any matches be announced for SummerSlam? Now, I predicted last week that we may see a possible Dolph Ziggler Big E or Dolph Ziggler Del Rio or a triple threat between those 3 guys. I also predict probably a match between Sandow and Cody Rhodes is imminent for SummerSlam. I will not be surprised if they decide to put up Sandow's Money in the Bank on the line. And we have no word on who's wrestling Del Rio for the World title yet. Like I mentioned, it could be Ziggler, but who knows. So we'll see what other matches we make tonight. So there you go. Now, top 2 questions. Question number 2. How will the feud continue or at least start off between John Cena and Daniel Bryan? Now, of course, John Cena chose a SummerSlam opponent storyline-wise last week. And as me and many others thought, it's going to be Daniel Bryan. Now, I said in my Raw review, and I'll say it again, that I'm happy D-Bryan's getting a shot, but I'm worried that Cena's going to do what he always does. He's going to bury Daniel Bryan and be the Super Cena that we all love to hate. So, but I hope D-Bryan does get a win over Cena at SummerSlam. But we'll see how that feud kicks off tonight. D-Bryan did a lot of yeses to Cena. So I hope we get a physical confrontation between Cena and D-Bryan. I hope the feud really kicks off tonight. The match was made. Now we got to start the build up for the feud. The feud's got to heat up before SummerSlam. Speaking of feuds that will possibly indeed will heat up. Question number 1. What will go down tonight between CM Punk and will Brock Lesnar be there to attack Punk again? Now, we've been moving for weeks that Punk is going to face Brock Lesnar. Although the match ain't official yet, the build-up for the inevitable Brock Lesnar CM Punk match started last week as Punk was attacked by Brock Lesnar following Paul Heyman's screw job, screwing CM Punk and officially turning on Punk at Money in the Bank, screwing him out of the briefcase, and of course starting the Brock Lesnar feud. And of course, Paul Heyman, like I knew all along that he was the one behind Brock Lesnar's rival. He lied to Punk, saying he wasn't involved, but he was involved. Then Paul Heyman is on a full-out war against Punk. Especially Brock Lesnar attacking him, including F5 on a table last week. It didn't even break, but damaging nonetheless. So we'll see if Brock Lesnar, we'll see how many weeks it takes for Brock Lesnar to say yes. I think when Triple H challenged Brock Lesnar to that god-awful match at SummerSlam last year, Triple H challenged Lesnar at the Vengeance pay-per-view. No, it wasn't Was it Vengeance? Or was it No Way Out? Forgot what it was. It was the June pay-per-view. He challenged Lesnar at the June pay-per-view, and Lesnar wouldn't answer Triple H until the Raw 1000. So we'll see how long it takes Lesnar to accept the inevitable match between him and Punk for SummerSlam. We'll find out all these answers to these questions and more tonight on Raw at 8/7 Central on USA Network. That is it for my Atakline for today. I'll see you all later for my Raw review tonight with that in mind. And hopefully it will be load on time because I couldn't load the Raw review until Tuesday. So hopefully it'll be up tonight. Unlike last week. With that in mind, you've been attacked by the news from Zach. Thank you all very much for watching. See you all later. Yeah.